If you struggle with sugar cravings, I wanted to show you an example of a patient, and that was one of her big issues initially was that she felt like she was, I can't lose weight because I'm constantly eating sugar and I just want more sugar. And so one of the biggest causes I see of that is elevated insulin levels. Now, on her labs, you can see here that her hemoglobin A1C was 5.6. Now, normal range, you can see here is 4 to 6.5. So, had she gone, just for her regular yearly checkup, they probably would have said everything looks good. What's not normally checked is a fasting insulin. Now, it's not shown on here, but we also had her fasting glucose, and those two numbers, fasting insulin and a fasting glucose, are used to calculate this HOMA IR, and IR stands for insulin resistance. So again, her initially when we started, it was 15, and you can see it does land in the normal range. It goes up to almost 25, but optimally, I like to see that more like 2 to 6. A person with 2 to 6 insulin level means her body is very responsive to their insulin. It doesn't require a ton of it. And initially, her insulin resistance calculation came up to a 3. And generally, anything over 2, 2.5 is considered some insulin resistance. And so she had insulin resistance, and it was starting to cause elevated glucose, even. That's why her A1C is starting to creep up. So we instituted my insulin resistance protocol. It's just the steps of when to eat, what to eat, what to do in order to regulate your insulin levels and get those to come back down. She implemented that alone without any medications, and when we repeated her labs, you can see she's got significant improvement, and this particular patient has lost 30 pounds so far. So she's doing excellent. I tell her she's one of my star patients. And so, and also, it greatly reduced her sugar cravings because she's no longer on the insulin roller coaster. So that's just a case study this week. I will link below to the protocol that I use, so if you want to check that out. And as always, if you have any questions, just let me know.